Hi, this is Bobby Klein. I'm the translator and the interpreter of the I Ching. This is a New Earth I Ching, easy to understand, easy to put to use. It's an oracle, 3,000 years of wisdom wrapped up in this. So sit back, take a breath. If you've got a question in your mind, ask it. If not, just hang in and you'll get some answers. And that's what this is all about. The I Ching, they say, is the book of change, and it is, but it's also the book of answers. All right. Tune in. Drop in. You're home. Yeah. You're home. Night birds have returned. Frogs' mating calls are joining. Tropical seasons. That's a haiku, noting that the seasons change. They change in us, for us, and around us. Where are we? We're in the tropics. We're in the desert. We're in the mountains. Seasons change. And when there's a seasonal change, we change within, you see. We change within. So I reached into the oracle for our reading, for our information, for our instruction, for our support, for our help, into an aspect of information and truth. Of course, truth is different for everybody, and we will interpret what we hear in our own way. This is the interpretation of the I Ching from the New Earth I Ching. Number 2, we might receptive and yielding. And there's a time in our life when we come up against something, but we have to bend with the wind. Sometimes. Now we can have all of the ingredients to shake, to excite, to inspire. But this is the time to give way to the teachings of others, right? Teachings of others. Now, so often we can go and we can move on with our own teachings, which is proper. The teachings that we hear in prayer, in meditation, in silence. The wisdom of this week says, give way to the teachings of others. Work with purpose and gusto. Walk with fellow pilgrims who align with you and your view. This is not the time to lead. This is the time to follow. We consider a traditional Chinese story, often mentioned in different translations of the I Ching, about the maiden who has married and is invited into the clan of her new husband. It is a powerful clan. Now, the benefit for her is to bend right now. She's got to listen. She's got to observe, not make waves. Okay, is that suppression? Is that sexism? No, it's not. It's not weakness. Because she's got to know where things are coming from and where people are. And one of the ways that you know where people are coming from is by yielding, right? And showing a willingness to follow the ideas and rituals of a new family, a new environment. Now, it doesn't mean down the line that you make it adapted for yourself. Of course, it's in your translation. It's in your interpretation, just like this book is. Interpretation, just like you will interpret this qua in your own way. Now, that maiden, in her way, will know what to expect, right? She will have learned what to expect, how to move forward, right? A part of the tapestry that she's weaving of her new life situation is how she's going to maintain her dignity and composure. Now, this is a metaphor, of course. I know they call me Dr. Metaphor. It's a metaphor for your situation as you approach a new position. It might be a new position in life, in love, business, health, something new. So be still and let the wind bend you, right? Not the winds of fate, but the winds of change. As you allow yourself to change, your strength increases. Be in your truth without fanfare. And from this place of humility, your rightful place will emerge. If you try to be the outspoken truth talker now, your words will not be heard. Yeah. People are going to think you're talking a different language. They just can't hear it, right? It is your truth. But you got to bend here. Your words, if you push into what is your truth, they're going to be misconstrued. They're going to be negative. It'll be counterproductive, even though you know they aren't. Overt action now will cause you to lose the opportunity to join with those who have, for the right reasons, chosen you. Okay, this is a time of initiation. The time of initiation is a perilous, precarious time, and you're on the brink of joining with others. It might be in thought, religion, education, family, socially, right? All that's going to support you to be a better person, right? Support you to work for the greater good, to move forward. So, for now, remain still. You are in a state of grace right now. You're in a state of grace, and this is well-deserved. And this is the time to deconstruct what in the past may have been ego-based action. So look in the past. Where have you come from ego to get you into the place that you are? We all do it, and there's no blame. However, we must know now where we're coming from for this. These actions, if repeated now, would create obstacles in your movement toward the greater good. You got it? Taking you off mark of finding peace and well-being. Yeah, you've got it in you right now. Your light is there. Your wisdom is there. Just be comfortable with it, but keep it to yourself. That strength in this situation, and not forever and not for long, it would be considered as a threat. And then you'll be blocked from joining in this new motion, this family, this relationship, this group, this tribe, those things that you desire. And that family, relationship, group, tribe, business, whatever it is, that desires you. You are desirable now. You are desired, right? So allow it to be. Let it in, right? Don't say, but you desire me. But, my truth is this. That's not how it goes, right? Look, sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow, right? To be subordinate. Oh, I can hear the bells and whistles going off, right? Be subordinate. It's not about being, it is like just let go, right? This will allow you to see their inner workings of your situation. In this situation, many truths are hidden from view. If your ego says, man, you better speak up, you're being a jerk, you're just being weak, you're being an ass, man. If you were to listen to the ego and just push your way in without doing the work of following the path of self-knowledge, the quiet path, you would be rebuked. Did you hear that? Walking the quiet path. truth would not be revealed, right? Because that would block it. Your ego would block it, right? The road that you have carefully tread to get to this point that you got familiar with and you got strong and you kicked all the pebbles out of your shoe, you'd be blocked and you'd be sent back to start over. And we've been there and we've done that, and we have gone and repeated old patterns, and these old patterns are not useful to do over and over and over again. This right now, with what we're talking about, it all has the markings of a prosperous cycle. If you adhere to correctness and not worry what others think of you. Yeah, how about that? Sometimes you're afraid and you think, well, if I'm so quiet, if I just pull back, they're going to think I'm weak or a jerk. Not in this time, right? You've learned and experienced a lot in moving towards the greater good, moving towards the particular goal that is before you now. And you still need to acquire a deep, even mystical knowledge of the situation that you're in, so that at the proper time, you can step up and you can step in. And in that place, have the kind of influence that will bring relationship, business, community, tribe into a beneficial position. It's being reserved. In this reserved, and reserved is beautiful, right? In this reserved stance, you will influence your journey as you will be in harmony with the frequencies of the greater good. And that's what you're being taught right now. Moving towards the greater good for yourself, absolutely, and for your fellow pilgrims, and for your community, and for your family, and for your lovers, and for your dancers you dance with. So now, take the metaphor of bowing your head. Bow your head while you determine the lay of the land. Look, you're just being quiet. You're bowing your head just to figure it out. It's not being tricky. It's not being covert. Well, in a way it is. In a way it is being covert, but not in a way where you're going to take advantage or be nasty. You see, this cycle comes and goes. And once you pass through this cycle, you're going to be able to raise your head again and shine the brilliant light that you've held in your heart, right? And anything that's been held, when it's released, it's many times what was stored away. That's the law of physics. Forewarned is forearmed. Okay. That's what the I Ching says to chill, bide your time. And it won't take long. And that's what you got to know. It's like you say, well, I'm going to be humble. I'm going to bow my head, blah, 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 blah. And I got to be quiet. I'm not going to speak my truth. Well, how long am I going to do that? Not long, you see. Just quiet the ego. Contemplate and meditate. At this point, know well your long-range plans and be in the quiet of contemplation. The universe responds to the plans. If you don't have a plan, the universe has got nothing to respond to. In silence, make your plans. Your time of influence is not yet. And not yet does not mean never. It means that the energies are not properly aligned for you to influence the situation at this time. Look, be content. Be content to be a part of the nameless crowd. Okay, I know. We all want to stand out. We all want to be seen. This is not the time, and it's not forever, right? Be a member of the team, one who works diligently but does not try to show any special greatness or cleverness. That's the ego. It is from this position that you'll observe where there are dangers, where there are pitfalls. So you're getting it? You're going to be able to, it's like your crystal ball. You're seeing what's there, what by proper behavior, what's going to be. In this way, you become a secret agent of the soul. How about that, yeah? Secret agent of the soul. Now you're going to make your move. And here's where you're going to make your move into the inner sanctum of your desires. And you're going to be able to do it with ease, with style, with grace. This will be the dance that you've long desired. The dance of love that nourishes life. Lessons of humility and compassion are contained in this reading. This will eventually lead to the harvest. Right? We're getting ready for the harvest. So be inconspicuous. That doesn't mean that you should not laugh and dance. Laugh, dance, be joyous. Man, go for it. And be here now, right? That's how Ram Dass says that, man. Ram Dass said, be here now. Yeah, that was in his book in the 60s. You can get a copy of that. It was beautiful. He changed a generation with that book, Be Here Now. It means be fully present, right? And now we call it mindfulness. Same deal, same station, same frequency, right? Be mindful, right? So being inconspicuous, you can be fully present. You're in no danger. Your protection is your stillness. Your protection is following. This kind of response will notify those around you that the universe, that you will tell the universe, and the universe will speak through you. The divine will speak with happiness. You'll be a happy person, right? Not standing out, but you're going to feel good as you bide your time. There's great strength in this particular signification. There's great strength in singing and praying every day, signifying that you're there and you are reaching out to the divine and you are channeling the divine. Use your voice in prayer out loud. Use your voice in singing. This will please Spirit. And sing with no judgment of good or bad. Just be fully in your song. Be fully in your prayer. Because that's what it's about right now as you move forward. So as the wind blows for change. The wind is blowing for change. Beautiful, beautiful change. And that's the deal right now. That's where we are, and that's what's happening. So understand that, and be that, right? Understand it, be it. Be the love that you desire now. Be the love that you desire. Open yourself up to that deep, loving place, right? Be there. Feel the dance, right? Feel the dance of the wind, of the wind chimes that are all happening around you, right? Where you are really feeling that you're a part of the whole, and you be happy in that place, right? As all this is happening around you. Move to the sound of air. That's what air sounds like. Huh? In coming into your own quietude, you're going to hear instructions. You're going to be led in meditations to take you deeper and deeper into your soul journey. Coming into a place of joy, into a place of happiness. place of love, place of light. Night birds have returned, frogs mating calls are joining, tropical seasons, yeah. All right, so that's the lesson, the lesson or the teaching or the reading, whatever we call it, whatever we call it, information, however you want to take it, however you want to take it in. Just remember that story, right? That story, the maiden who is coming into a new family and she wants to be accepted, so she, bides her time, moves with the family, learns how they do their chores, learns how they do their prayer, learns how they live, and then she can take her place, and then she can be of influence, because you don't have to do that for long, right? So understand that in your movement forward now. Understand that in your life as you move forward. So I send you all the love that I can possibly muster from here at the 20th parallel as you come into that place of light and that place of love and that place of true love, right? That place of true light and that place of true love. That we open up and we find what helps us, right? It is the song of the flute, it is the song of the harp, it is the song of the desert, it is the song of jazz, it is the song of Ravi Shankar, it is the sound of my friend Leo playing the sitar. I want to give a little shout out to some people, to my buddy, my pal, my student, Devram, right? Generous soul, seeing the way in and seeing the way around what's going on right now, understanding it, understanding what's right, understanding what's real, man. What is real? What really is real, right? What is real? And that's where we come to. We come to our realness. We come to our truly beautiful places as we hear the night birds singing, right? And as we listen closely, they are there, and know that they're there. When you wake up and you hear the night birds, it's time to meditate. Meditate. Hear those sounds, right? That's what it sounds like at night, right? So know how real that is. Yeah. Kind of can translate what they're saying. That's an owl. Beautiful, huh? All right. So, what do we get this week? We get to know we got to bend with the wind right now. We got to bend with the wind. We got to open up to some really deep places in ourself, right? In ourself, where we are one, where we are all one, huh? Where we are all one, where we all are one, where we open up to the sound of the choirs, the sound of the lovers, as we come and as we open up and as we see ourselves there, right? We open and we are to be. So I send you love and namaste. All right, enough of my tripping. I just want you to know that there's a lot of joy in this week of change. And as you come to that week of change, just know that you're loved. And the way that you know you're loved is you let yourself be loved. Okay? I say namaste to my lovely students, my listeners, the goddesses. I send it to the men for your strength and your light and your love, and for the women of your strength and your light and your love. And be in the dance. Do the dance of love this week, As I say, make love, not war. That's what's important right now, is that you truly do. You just make love. You make love. It's not about making war. It's about being open. It's about being who you are. It's about understanding this opening based on you, based on yours, your place in the universe, your place of love as you come together. I close this week with In Lakesh Alakin. I am the other you. And I like it that way. Namaste, y'all. Namaste, namaste. In Lakesh Alakin. Love.